Yes. Our Heavenly Father heard your prayer and sent me to reassure you. Goodness knows that you are worried and afraid for Charity.
An evil witch sent Charity to hell. I've tried to save her, but everything I've tried hasn't worked.
Don't despair. Charity is fighting the evil.
Then she's still alive.
Yes. For there is much evil to fight in harmony.
But how can Charity fight evil by herself? But she's so young and innocent.
In time you'll know. For now, you must have faith, Miguel. It will protect you from evil.
What about Charity? What'll happen to her?
You must have faith, Miguel. Have faith.
I am so glad that I was wrong about Eve and Julian. You know, I could kick myself for thinking such filthy and disgusting thoughts. If Eve was Chad's mother, then Whitney would have fallen in love with her half-brother. Now, how sick and twisted is that?
Whoa, back up. Since when are Whitney and Chad in love?
Well, Eve and I saw them kissing in the research room. And let me tell you, partner, it wasn't a peck on the cheek.
Just because two kids are kissing doesn't mean they're in love. Just means their hormones are in gear.
Sam, no, I think it's something more than that, okay? At least Chad and Whitney are not half-brother and sister. My God. How could I think that my beautiful, perfect wife could ever be involved with a pig like Julian Crane?
Well, you gotta try to get it out of your mind.
Sam, I want to, but how?
How about a little one-on-one?
Make it take it?
Eve, were you serious when you said that you'd hoped that Chad was your son?
When I first thought it possible, all I could think of was how TC and the girls would react if I was Chad's mother and Julian were his father.
So you were relieved.
Yeah. But at the same time, I was terribly disappointed. I so wanted my baby to be alive. Oh, he was my flesh and blood. My pride and joy. I held him in my arms. I kissed his little face. And I just loved him with all of my being. So, when I learned that Chad wasn't my son, it was like being back there again when the doctor said that my baby had died. It felt so empty. This is like my heart was broken all over again.
I don't like that self-satisfied look on your face. Rich boy. If you and your ex-mistress, the ever-saintly Eve Russell, think you're gonna keep your affair a secret, think again. Hecuba has a big surprise for you. An even bigger surprise than what it is you're really eating.
You like the special meat-out pork dish we made for you?
Oh, it was delicious. And so delicious, in fact, I think I'll have seconds. And a glass of milk.
Oh, sorry, the cat drank all the milk. I'll bring you more wine while the cook makes a fresh batch of meat-out pork.
Oh, my mouth is watering in anticipation.
More meat-out pork for Mr. Crane.
Julian Crane raised our rent sky high. We'll give him more of our special dish. There's a cat eating its food. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Well, hey, at least some good came out of having that DNA test. I know Julian Crane ain't my old man. Yo, Ethan, I'm sorry, man. I know you love Julian as a father, but I was
No. It's okay. You don't have to apologize.
The more I see Julian as a man, the less I like him.
You know, Chad, are you sure parents are even in harmony?
No. But everything points to it. I mean, that newspaper clipping that I brought from LA, it said just as much. And then both Orville and Crystal said the same thing, so all I can figure is that my parents just never been in Harmony Hospital.
When is it gonna dawn on you dimwits that Alistair Crane is the evil Geppetto of Harmony, pulling strings right and left? He had your DNA records erased, Chad. And by the time you and the witless Whitney find out the truth, it's going to be too late. Way too late.
That's our baby.
Welcome to Hecuba's Hunan Hell. Do you know what you're having yet?
No.
I do. You're having your brother's baby! What? You heard me. Chad is your half-brother. Chad and Whitney kissing in a tree. Oh, what a disaster it's going to be.
Sam, what's the worst could happen if I tell Eve about my crazy suspicions about her and Julian?
Well, for starters, it'll come out one day anyway.
How?
Look, I don't know. But like Pilar says, secrets always have a way of coming out. And once Eve hears that you were thinking those kind of thoughts, she'll start to wonder, what other thoughts has he had and didn't tell her about? And before you know it, your marriage will start unraveling. Be as honest with Eve as she is with you. If I thought for 1 second my secret would have caused Grace to tumble down those stairs and ultimately lose my son, I would have never kept the truth from her. It's too late now. For me, for Grace, and our son.
When I was waiting for Chad's DNA search, I started to think of him as my son without even realizing it. And then I caught myself because I knew that if it were true, it would bring so much pain to so many people.
But you couldn't stop yourself.
No. Oh, Chad took a bullet for me, Grace. He even said once that he wished that he'd had a mother like me. I think I began to feel a bond with him, some connection on a level too deep to explain. Am I crazy, Grace?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I feel the same way about the baby I lost. You know, I keep having the same dream. Seems like every time I go to sleep, this nurse comes to me and she brings me my baby and she tells me that I was mistaken, that I didn't really lose him. And in my dreams, I hold him in my arms and I smother him with kisses. But when I wake up, my arms are as empty as my heart. I'll never hold my baby boy. I'll never see him grow up. And you know why? Because my husband kept a secret from me. And I will never forgive Sam for that. So, Eve, you have got to tell TC the truth before it's too late.
Nothing is gonna stop us from getting married, all right? It's just as simple as that.
Look,
Look, you remember the fortune teller at the carnival said you'd be Mrs. Crane. Now, you had no reason to believe it 2 years ago, so it'd be crazy for you not to believe it right now when you're engaged to Ethan. Ethan is not a Crane. Well, he was when the fortune teller predicted the future.
Why don't you try another fortune cookie? Last one put you in a good mood. I'm sure one of these is going to confirm that things are going to turn out right.
Go ahead, sweetheart. Give it another try. Okay.
Since I'm an equal opportunity destroyer, this should be fun.
Oh my God.
Where can that blasted bottle be? If someone finds it and Hecuba gets them to do her bidding, then we're up the river Styx without a paddle.
Tabitha Lennox's doll is alive again, talking its little head off. What in blazes is going on?
What in blazes is right, Julian? Oh! I can't get over how much fun this is turning out to be.
Simone, I was such an idiot to sell my soul to Hecuba. Your Father Lonigan's right. She was never gonna give it back. Now Hecuba's gone, and so is my soul. God may get it back for you yet, Kay. No, Simone, I mean, who's too angry at me for selling it in the first place? And even if Charity never comes back, I'm never gonna get Miguel because he couldn't love a girl without a soul. Simone, I can't even pray with him.
Psst. Miguel, you sleep? No, Reese. I'm praying.
I'll join you. Beth didn't have that CD-ROM I was looking for. If God can't help us out, nothing can.
God is helping us, Reese. One of his angels told me what to do.
What?
She said I have to have faith. That faith would save Charity.
Okay, well, back up. You said you just saw an angel?
She was just here a few minutes ago.
I know the Book Cafe has heavenly coffee, but for an angel to
Reese,
stop
you've
by...
got to believe me. All right, the angel was real.
Okay. And after all the evil we saw at the Bennett house, I'm not about to doubt that angels exist too.
She said that Charity was fighting evil, which means that Charity must still be alive.
And only your faith can save her.
Right.
So tell me, is your faith strong enough to save Charity from hell?
I'm neither insane nor drunk. That doll is alive.
More special meow pork for you, Mr. Crane. Everything okay?
Oh, yes. This food is a party for my palate.
A surprise party. And the joke is being on you, Mr. Crane. Cat food was the secret ingredients for his meow pork. Here, kitty, kitty. Sorry the cook took your food earlier. Now it's a nice fresh can for making you wait to eat.
Oh, come on, pop already!